Hi guys, and welcome to Coruscant. So picking up where we left off, finished on the fleet, geared up a bit, bought the speeder, which I'm not actually at the right level to use yet, but I'll get to that level in a couple of levels. I'm wondering if I can fit the word level into that one once more. Level.
You may be correct on that.
Cool, so if you remember from Tython, our master fell sick, so now we've got to go and find out what ails her. We'll go and visit Ewan first, and then we get to go around and try and find out what the hell's going on. So I have to say, I find Coruscant as a world fairly boring compared to some of the other ones that come later on. You know, there's some nice cityscapes, but it's pretty much the same as what the rest are. Now you see here, I'm going to be looking at there's an option where you can hide the head slot, because I've got a helmet on at the moment. Don't like the helmet, so I've just turned it off, which is a nice customization, I think. So you see here we're entering the Senate Plaza, still using my rocket boots, which I've purchased through the Cartel market just because it makes getting around a shitload easier. I'll be so happy when I get the speeder, just because getting around without it is so incredibly tedious. Even with it, you know, it gets a bit tedious.
I failed. I'm sorry, I failed. Once there were two little boys. Their names were Parkanis and something. Why can't I remember?
I thought this Atros Finn was meant to be helping you.
Atros? Atros? No. Padawan? I'm not mad. The man in the shadows is making me this way. He brings the darkness. It's coming.
You've completely lost it, haven't you?
Parkanis! Parkanis, where are you?
Yuan! Farron, please, see Yuan back to her room. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm Atros Finn, the researcher here. We must get to work finding a cure.
She keeps talking about someone called Parkanis. Who is that?
You don't know either? Never mind. A cure is what Yuan really needs. The problem is that the greatest collection of learning in the galaxy, the Jedi Temple here on Coruscant, has lain in ruins since the war. I believe the answer to curing Yuan is in the archives of the Temple ruins, but accessing them won't be easy.
Centuries of learning scattered. We added to the Sith's victory by being careless.
The Temple's artificers created a system to sort through the vast stores of knowledge. A set of 3 holocrons that served as guides. The wisdom and personalities of the Order's greatest masters were imprinted on these guides, which they called Noeticons.
I see no need for hesitation here.
Unfortunately, we don't have the Noeticons. Not anymore. The Temple ruins were looted. The Noeticons were taken. I have a lead on one of them, but it's not in friendly hands. Republic security spotted some Gand scavengers carrying an Uedicon in the Migrant Merchants Guild. The Republic brought one of the Gand in for questioning, but he won't talk.
If this Gand has information to help Yuan, I'll get some answers.
The Republic officer you want is Alec Efren. He's at the security outpost with the Gand right now. And I'm working on a lead for the second Uedicon. I should have something by the time you get back. Good luck.
So yeah, so as I was saying, getting the speeder helps a lot, but what helps more later on down the track is the placement of quick travel points, just because it makes things so much easier. Especially once you've bought all the cooldown bonuses for quick travel, because at the moment my quick travel is down to zero, zero, I've lost the word, cooldown, that's it, that's the word I was looking for. So I've decided now to go and have a look at getting some, getting the crew skill. The only one I'm going to get at the moment is diplomacy, mainly because I only want to just max out my dark side points and get and get companion gifts. So that's what I'll use diplomacy for. But usually with the crew skills you have a couple of gathering crew skills and a crafting crew skill, but I can't be bothered with crafting. In fact, what I usually do with crafting is buy it off GTN, the Galactic Trade Network. Much easier, and you know, what else am I going to spend my credits on? So to be honest, the only character that I'm really concerned about really with stats is my Jedi Knight, because that's my main. I may work at a later date on getting my Sith Inquisitor up as well, because that was my first Imperial character, which would be nice to just have two similar level characters on both factions. The other ones I just use to I just want to see the story. So this is the second last story I haven't played through. Once I've done this, I'll go and do Smuggler, and we'll all be good. And hopefully I'll get there before the 12 experience runs out at the end of October, I think. At the very least get them all to level 55, because that's where the XP bonus cuts out. There's a lot of debate over where the bonus XP is a good thing or a bad thing. People saying that planets are empty now, but I mean, it doesn't really worry me. The things that I would like is I like to go back and do the flashpoints, because of the whole story running through the flashpoints that culminate in Ilum, which happens just after you hit level 50. And that's a pretty cool storyline, but I'm mainly a solo player, so I didn't really play Flashpoint, so I went back and did them all solo, but it's a little bit hard to find where they were. But, I mean, by the time you get to, level 60 now, the Flashpoints are, pretty much all of them are soloable, except for, I think there's one or two that require you to have a second person.
Jedi, welcome. Welcome to the old galactic market, sir. I'm sorry, I never met a real Jedi up close.
With respect, I'm here about your prisoner.
This is the Gand we brought in. He was talking about that Jedi holocron you're all looking for, but he's not exactly talkative.
You will tell me about the holocron. Where is the holocron now? Just tell me where it is now. That seems excessively complicated.
I'll bet the signals have something to do with the Gant hierarchy. Throw up the right one and you'll get their leader.
What was I talking about? It's the only problem with cutscenes. I forget what I'm starting to talk about. So, going through now, I'm going to find this Gand leader so we can get the SWTOR back, which is a pretty crappy name to be honest. But yeah, so we'll get those back. We'll have to get 3 of them, so then we can try and work out what the hell is wrong with Yuan. For those of you that are interested, I think somewhere around here is where the world boss for Coruscant is. I should give it another go actually. Remember when I hit level 50 I tried to take it on my own and got my ass kicked. Maybe I'll have a bit more luck with my level 60. I think I've only tried to get one world boss and that was on in Section S. I went with a whole heap of people and failed miserably. Mainly because I think a lot of people hadn't really read up about it, because when you start getting up into the higher, like with operations and you know, world bosses and that sort of stuff, tactics really come into it. You have to pay attention to what's going on, what the enemy does, and its own cycles. You know. And to be honest, at the time, like I said, I don't really have patience for pugs and pickup groups. So pugs are just groups that you make on the fly. So I could just meet somebody here, or use go in chat and say, anybody want to do this, or also use Group Finder. And one of the changes I'm looking forward to in Knights of the Fallen Empire is an update to Group Finder, because when you start hitting the higher levels, the way Group Finder is at the moment, it's pretty hard for you to go back and do content that you missed out. So like all the level 50 flashpoints no longer appear in Group Finder for you, which make it pretty much impossible to go back and do it unless you know you just happen to be sitting on the sitting on the fleet and somebody's saying, anybody want to do Eternity Vault or Karaga's Palace or anything like that. So yeah, it does get a little annoying. So having quite a liberal use of stealth in here. As I said, one of my most favourite abilities. Just makes quick leveling so much easier. That said, I think it still took me like an hour and 20 minutes to do Coruscant.
I think I understand how this works.
one of the things you notice pretty quick, whether you're playing with the XP bonus or not, that in one particular area there's only one class mission, but yeah, now there'll be a few more bonus missions along the way, which help as you if you don't have the bonus, you need to do the bonus missions.
Give me the holocron. It's time I take my leave.
Well, that seemed a little bit too easy.
The fractal structure requires that it be removed from...
With all respect, Master Arca, you are incorrect. The structure only appears fractal. If you view it through the lens of the Force, you...
I don't suppose either of you is going to move past your petty geometrical squabble long enough to notice we have a visitor.
Sorry to disturb such illustrious masters, but I am in need of information.
No need to apologize, Jedi. They have a tendency to get carried away. The last person to use the Noeticon got so tired of hearing these two yammer, he shut us down. It was a mercy.
Wait, Master Thoris. Where is the Jedi Temple? We seem to have been moved.
I'll explain later. For now, I need information on an illness that is affecting my master.
How terrible. Come, tell us her symptoms. Perhaps we can help.
So, she claims the darkness is coming, and talks of someone called Parkanus, and her mind is most affected.
I'm afraid we've plied our extensive knowledge of biological, chemical, and technological diseases, but this illness is beyond us.
So there may be no cure.
Sometimes knowledge comes through ruling out false ideas.
For once, Master Bandar and I agree. Yuan's illness is definitely not medical, but we have accessed files that bear cross-checking.
If you can find the Noeticon of Light, where Masters Noad, Nomi, and Woe guard the Jedi Order's mystical knowledge, they may be able to help.
Where is the Noeticon of Light?
We do not know. Ordinarily, it would have been connected with us in the temple, but no more.
I'm sorry we couldn't have been of more help, but it's difficult without the other parts of the Noeticon.
Find the Noeticon of Light, and seek your answer there. May the Force be with you. And remember, if you seek answers, you must always ask questions.
So, quick travel again. Only problem I have is that the quick travel point's too far away from the Senate building. So, long first video on Coruscant. Hopefully the others won't take quite as long. We'll go back and see Yuan, see how she's doing. Probably pretty crap. That's going to be my guess. Come on. Oh, look, and this one's in a different spot. Have to go all the way up the back. Too good for the front this time. So many stairs. It's alright, we'll take a shortcut down. Do. Rolling, 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 keep them doggies rolling right. Rain and wind and weather, hell bent for leather. Wishing my guy was by my side.
Good, you're back. Did you find it? The first Noeticon?
I talked to the Noeticon's masters. They had advice, but no definitive cure.
You actually spoke to them? Amazing. At least we're on the right track. I have a solid lead on the second Noeticon. Unfortunately, it's in Black Sun territory. They're a local gang. Pretty vicious.
They'll give me the Noeticon peacefully, or face a battle. It's their choice.
Jiskuliska changnanga. Pumpa kumchinga. Tudo omishka kaba no tesmawetia?
Tell me where I need to go.
Tuana ubakili wata pangkidanko padogalola.
Alright, and there is the end of this class mission. On to level 14. Woo! Only one more level and we can use the speeder. I'm going to finish this episode here, but will join me for the next mission very shortly.